Welcome back to Budget Kitchen. Did you blow all your money on Valentine's Day, but you still want to do something nice for your sweetie? Well, then this is the video for you. Today we're going to be making a succulent steak, yummy homemade mashed potatoes, and nice crisp asparagus on the side. Alright, first we're going to start with 1 pound of your favorite potato. I have Yukon Gold here, but you could also use Irish Red. You can use Idahoan, just a regular potatoes too, but to me those don't taste as good. And to me those have a higher instance of going gummy when you're making the mashed potatoes and getting like a weird consistency. Alright, so then you're going to peel your potatoes, wash them, and then you're just going to rough chop them just like so. You're going to move them into a pot with salted water and bring that to a boil. While your potatoes are cooking, we're going to start the roasted garlic, which we will be using in the mashed potatoes. And what we're going to do is we're going to take 1 bowl of garlic. We're going to go ahead and drizzle olive oil over it, usually about a half a tablespoon to a tablespoon. And then if you have an air fryer, you're going to set the air fryer to 400 degrees and put it in for about 20 to 25 minutes. If you don't have an air fryer, you can just go ahead and put that in your oven at 400 degrees and it'll take anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes. And then it is steak time. We are making a petite sirloin steak. It's a cheaper cut. It was on sale for a great price. You could get something a little more expensive, but hey, this is Budget Kitchen, so I went with what was on sale. And usually I like to leave my steak sit out for about an hour. I find that this lets me get a nice sear on it without overcooking the middle because I tend to like my steaks medium or medium rare. And then the first thing you're going to do, and I forgot to do this, but you're going to want to do this, is pat the steaks dry with a just kitchen towel or a paper towel. This will let it hold the seasoning better and it will give you that nice sear on the outside better. Then you're going to go ahead and season with salt and pepper. Don't go easy on the salt because according to Gordon Ramsay in one of his videos, I saw apparently you lose 20% of the seasoning in the pan. So make sure you're seasoning both sides with salt and pepper generously. Set your steaks aside, and after your potatoes have been boiling for 8 to 12 minutes and they're fork tender, we're going to go ahead and work on them. I am using a potato ricer here. I'll go ahead and I'll link the one that I have down below. I like it. This is what restaurants use usually to get a really creamy, smooth potato, and I will, like I said, link the one that I'm using down below. Alternatively, you could always just use a good old-fashioned potato masher if you don't have one of these. Okay, after your potatoes are through the ricer or mashed, you're going to go ahead and add a half cup of sour cream. You're going to add a half cup of warm milk. You don't want cold milk for this. Cold milk, for some reason, has some kind of effect on the starch, where it's more likely to make your potatoes gummy. Then we're going to add 8 tablespoons of butter, which is like a whole stick of butter. I use salted butter for this one. Then you're going to take your bowl of roasted garlic out of the air fryer and you're just going to go ahead and squeeze that into your mix there. Combine it all together, smash it all together, and then you're going to go ahead and salt and pepper generously. You want a lot of salt in these. An undersalted potato does not taste good. And just a quick note, you can go ahead and you can do heavy cream in lieu of the sour cream, but I like the sour cream A because it's cheaper, B I have it on hand all the time, and this is Budget Kitchen, and C because it adds a nice tangy flavor. Also, if you're watching calories, there's a lot less calories in sour cream versus heavy cream. Then at the end, you're going to go ahead and you're going to add about another 1/3 cup of sour cream just so you get that extra creamy tanginess and blend that in well. You can keep your potatoes warm on the stovetop by keeping them on medium, low, or low and stirring frequently. Then you're going to quickly come over and you're going to take 1 bunch of asparagus. You're just going to wash it and you're going to cut off the little white ends there, the tough white ends, and then you're just going to set aside for a minute. Now we are about to jump into the main course, the delicious steak. But before we do, I just want to go ahead and ask you to like this video and subscribe to Budget Kitchen today. It'll help me a lot with the algorithms and help me get my name out there. And if you have any comments or anything you like to see more of or less of, please just let me know in the comments down below. Alright, steak time. So we're going to start with 2 tablespoons of butter, and you're going to go ahead and melt that on a pan that is already very, very hot. And you're going to come in with some olive oil, just like a tablespoon or 2 behind that. This will help the butter not to burn. As you can see, the butter's turning brown there. It's not burnt, it's just it's brown butter. It gives it a nice caramelization flavor. It's great for steaks or whatever else you're cooking. Brown butter is delicious. And you're going to go ahead and put your seasoned steaks down, and you're going to let them sear on each side for about 3 minutes or so, depending on how cooked you like your steak. And while they're searing on one side, you can go ahead and add whatever aromatics you would like. I used rosemary. Thyme would also be good, whatever you have to give the steaks a nice flavor. Then you're just going to go ahead and take a large spoon, and you're going to take that butter and oil mixture and just scoop it onto the top of the steak. And as you can see, it'll slowly cook the steak from the top there. And as you can see, I also have a couple cloves of garlic. They were just crushed lightly, and I threw them on top, and I'm just cooking those as well, kind of roasting the garlic with that butter and oil mix as well. Then after about 3 to 4 minutes, you're going to go ahead and flip the steaks. Make sure you pick up your aromatics, your garlic, your rosemary, your thyme, whatever it is that you're using, and you're going to put it on the top of the steak again, just so the garlic or whatever it is doesn't burn. Then you're going to take your asparagus and you're going to move it all around so it soaks up all the yummy steak bits that are left over and it gets all the yummy butter flavor. And then you're going to salt and pepper that generously. And you can optionally add a little bit of water. I think I ended up adding about 3 tablespoons just so I knew it wouldn't burn. Then you're going to cover that and you're just going to let it cook for about 10 to 12 minutes while your steak is resting. And there you have it, a delicious steak dinner. It won't be a mistake if you make this for your sweetheart, because you'll save a lot more money than you would if you went to a steakhouse. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks, guys. See you next time.